It drives me nuts when people tell me how lucky I am to be able to run like I do. Really, luck has nothing to do with it. Oh, that's a nice drop actually. No, getting better at running is about having a plan and then sticking to it consistently and methodically. And I don't need this teaspoon anymore. Because actually, it's about training smart, not luck. Lucky for you, I can help. Because I am a runner, I am a triathlete, but I'm also a running and triathlon coach and PE teacher of 15 years experience. I have experience of coaching athletes from absolute beginner all the way up to people trying to qualify for Kona and everything in the middle. So here's what I'm offering you this week. It is a 10-week beginner to 5K plan. And the reason that it's 10 weeks is I have already done a 6-week plan. You can check it up there. But the feedback I've had from some people is that the jump from week to week with the 6-week plan is slightly too much for them to be able to handle at this early stage. Obviously, there's a lot of people that can, but for those that can't or want to take that little bit longer, which I'd recommend anyway, I've put together a 10-week training plan just to stretch it out a little bit and give your body that little bit longer to get used to the training load. What you need to know before we get into it is that this is based on a walk-run interval type strategy. So if there is a number with a W after it, it means walk. If there's a number with an R after it, it means run. Simple as that. The rest is self-explanatory. Let's get into it. The way the plan is set up is by running alternate days, never back to back, and you'll always do strength and conditioning on a Monday. I've put a workout that works at the top here. Saturday will always be your continuous run day and generally builds by around half a kilometre per week. For the first 3 weeks, we're really looking to build routine and consistency. This will pay huge dividends once we start cranking up the running distance. So for the first 2 weeks, there's nothing over 4 minutes of continuous running. It's only when we get to week 3 do you run your first full kilometre. Each week after that very gradually builds in terms of time running. Again, this is going to give your body a good chance to adapt. In the final few weeks, we'll really start pushing ourselves now that the body is ready, and there are continuous efforts of up to 10 minutes at a time leading you into your 5-kilometre race. And that's it, you really can do this. Right. As with every single one of my training plans, there are a few non-negotiables that you have to stick to for this to be a success. The first one is make sure that you stretch after every single session. Non-negotiable, stretching will help you recover. It will also help you avoid injury. Second is make sure that you do the strength and conditioning workouts because your body's going to be going through a lot more stress than it usually would, and therefore strengthening up your muscles will help them deal with the load that you're going to put them under. So do not avoid strength and conditioning. The third is don't have back-to-back run days. Make sure that there is a gap in between each of your runs. Just give your body a little bit of time to recover as you're starting your running journey. And if you miss a session, it's no big deal. Don't try and replace it on another day when there's a run after it, okay? One missed session is no big deal. Just try not to miss 2 in a row. That should be the rule. The final piece of advice is please go out there and enjoy it. There is no rush. Treat this as the start of a new part of your life. So it doesn't need to be 10 weeks and then you're done, forget it. This should be the start of a long-term journey, and it really is just the start. So enjoy it, take your time, smell the roses, all of that jazz. And every week what I intend to do is provide you with content that will help this journey, whether it be some training session plans or whether it be some psychological training tips. It's all aimed at building around this training plan to help this become a habit and part of your life. So make sure you get subscribed. We've got some really good stuff coming up. See you Sunday.